Hey girls, gays, theys, hey, it's your girl Lindsay and welcome back to Between Us Girlies.
It's Bailey,
Casey,
and Bran.
And we're so excited to have you back with us for episode 13.
Woo!
I think we have a lot to break down today, so let's just jump right into it. Let's get into our weekends. How was everyone's weekend?
well, before the weekend, we have something magical we have to talk about. We did something that we have all been dreaming about. We went to the chiropractor.
let's hear it
Together.
for our back.
Yeah, we went as the four of us. It was the most life-changing experience.
Yeah. If you could tell I'm sitting differently for the YouTube listeners and watchers. No, it was great. I feel like all of us really needed it, and it was the perfect bonding experience we could have. My neck has never, I haven't physically cracked my neck since the chiropractor, since last Thursday. Like I always do a crack. I haven't done it, and I feel so good right now.
As a child, like when I was 10, I fell out of a tree and I broke my neck and fractured my spine. So I get really freaked out at like anything that cracks. But I'm telling you, when I laid down on that bed, I felt it was rejuvenating. Amazing.
Yeah, we went to Abundant Chiropractor, which is in Northern Liberties in Philadelphia. I'd been before, and I told the girls, I went last year, I was like, guys, like we've got to do this at some point. It's unreal. And I'm so glad that you guys had the best experience, because you never know when you recommend something if people are going to love it as much as you did. But it was so fun doing it together. Like they were so professional, asking us all about like our history, and it was like fun like hearing you guys like talk about like where you all experience like aches and pains. I was like, so do I. And then he was like demoing on us like in front of each other and being like, this person's feet don't touch all the way and these person's hands are longer than the other. It was very like honestly a bonding, no judgment free zone. Like it was good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Something I really appreciated is Dr. Rubin. And honestly, the whole Rubin family, they own the Abundant Chiropractor. He was so attentive and so caring.
Yeah.
And it was also really cool, not to be in other people's business, but there was a woman in there and he was full-blown speaking Spanish with her, breaking down her entire body. Like, it was just the most inclusive, safe space. Like, I want to go right after this.
Yeah, it was, I like, since Thursday till today, I have been thinking about that crack right in the top of my lower back. It was just the crack that I think about at night when I can't sleep. I'm like, oh, I just need someone to crack this one part. And he did it. It felt so
It was
good.
also fun going with you guys to like a doctor's appointment.
It really was. That was my first takeaway after. I was like, wow, I wish I could go to the doctor with them every time.
Yeah, because it's also like if you're there by yourself, like my biggest thing about the chiropractor, because like if he does something wrong, what if I pass gas? And my biggest thing, I'm like, thank God my friends are here because it's be embarrassing if it's by myself.
I was having the opposite worry because I also had that fear that like, what if I pass gas? And I just knew that you guys would laugh, which would make it so much worse. And I also knew that Lindsay would be like, ew, Brandon, it smells. And I was like, I was having a lot of anxiety, and I was like, get me over with first. I was like, I gotta get through this.
Well, you didn't do it.
I
so.
didn't pass
I know.
gas. I wasn't even close, honestly.
The way I clenched.
We did. We really do have like a problem though, where like when one of us starts laughing, like it's almost impossible for it to just be that person. So like when we're in social settings and something happens and like one person's trying to be professional and play it off and then the other three are just losing it.
I
It's
love
like some
when
of my
it's-
favorite.
Like when we all get real punchy and it starts with Bailey. Like it is just an excellent chain reaction. Too good.
Marvelous.
Great start to our weekend.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
So then Friday, so we did that on Thursday. Then Friday rolled around and what did we do? I don't even remember.
We all did like a food tour of Philadelphia,
each
right?
did
We
different
each
things.
separately did like a food tour.
Yeah. I went to Starbolt in Fishtown. I'd never been there before. I loved the vibes. Like, I literally wanted to go and drink and play pool. I had a delicious cheeseburger that tasted just like McDonald's. And they had a phenomenal ice cream sandwich that was on a croissant. It was
Wow.
It was amazing. And then after, I was with my boyfriend Friday. After we just watched What Happens in Vegas, which is like my favorite chick flick comfort movie. And he had never seen it before. And I was like, oh, you have to watch it. And Lindsay came home like halfway through and we got her invested. It was just like a really good wholesome night for me.
Yeah. I feel like mine was weird. I love wiener dogs. My friend Cass just got one. So I spent my Friday at her apartment just playing with this cute little chicken puppy. And then I actually did go to McDonald's. So Brandon's food tasted like McDonald's, but I actually ate McDonald's for dinner. So that was my food tour.
Nice. I had a food tour as well. It's crazy because I was getting ready. I'm like, damn, y'all going out to dinner too? But so I went with my friend, our friend Tara. She's the Philly food blog. And it was restaurant week in Philly. I don't know if you guys did restaurant week. places
We
you
didn't
went?
do the restaurant week menu, but they did
Okay.
have it.
And for people listening, Philadelphia does restaurant week. So like different boroughs or neighborhoods or like in the city do restaurant week. So a whole bunch of restaurants, you can try their menu for like $40, $50, $65, which is great. So you can try a new place and not have to worry about spending $100 on food you don't like, or a place you do like, and you just go there for a good menu. Nonetheless, we went to this place called Bar Leisure, which is a new French restaurant in Center City. It was good, quaint, small. It was just the type of restaurant where you're sitting so close to people, where the woman next to us was like, oh my God, you got that shirt at Free People. I said, oh, she's in our business. Then the other couple next to us looked at me with disgust with the stuff I was saying. I'm like, well, I can't mind my business anywhere. But the food and drinks were good. I'm a sucker for like a good like house drink, and they had their take on a Moscow Mule, but with tequila. So it was tequila creme de cassis, which is like a black currant liqueur, so like blackberries, and ginger beer. Stunning. 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to say though, I do really hate when restaurants do that. El was one of my favorite restaurants in Philly. Like I stand by that. I think they have the best food. It's like where I want to spend all of my birthdays. This is no hate to El, but goddamn, can they move the tables just a little bit farther apart from each other? Because I went there on New Year's Eve for like our New Year's Eve dinner, and I couldn't even get up from the table because like I was hitting other people with my jacket.
I hate
like
that.
the tables are just so close, and it's like uncomfortable, and you're like staring at other people's food. They're staring at yours. I really wish they would just separate it a little more. I also went out to eat, but I did not do restaurant week. We went to Darling Jack's Tavern, which I'd like just recently heard of. It's in the city, kind of in like that Center City area. It was really fun. We had like a really good dinner. And then what did we? Oh, we just came home and had like a super chill night. It was nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting.
And then Saturday, Lindsay and I went to Westchester.
You guys looked like you had such a cute
We
day.
had the best day. Our friend Jewel, who does my merch, she has her own embroidery business, and she was doing like a really cute pop-up shop where you pick out an item, she embroiders it to you, and then you can either pick it up a week later or she'll ship it to you. So we wanted to go and be supportive. And I've never really like played around Westchester, like just never really been. And the town is so cute. The coffee shop, we went to Mayday. It was like, I was obsessed with it in there. The food was unreal. Then we went to John Supply, which I've always wanted to go to. I got the cutest sweatshirt. It was just such a fun, like, wholesome afternoon.
I will say the staff at Mayday Coffee, those girls, I want them each seated on the couch right here, because when we walked in, they were like brand stands. And they had the best energy. Like one of the girls screamed so loudly. It was like Oprah walked in. Like it was like a celebrity walked through the door. And
She's a celebrity.
Yes, but like she like
not.
It would be like it was crazy. And
I
I
feel
loved
like
her
it's
for
because
it.
like Westchester's not your normal. Like that would be so out of place to see you there. It was probably so
I'd
exciting
be like,
for
what
her.
the hell?
Yeah,
They were so cute.
I loved it.
They were literally beautiful, first of
Yeah,
all.
hot
I like
stuff.
asked them, I was like, how old are you guys? They're like, we're in our sophomore year. I was like, oh my gosh. They were like, we love you at Westchester. They were so sweet. It made my day. And then at night, we went to our friend Melissa's birthday. And then I was very boyfriend weekend this weekend for me. I left Melissa's and I went to Luna, which is a pasta place, BYOB. I didn't drink though. Had delicious pasta and then just like went to sleep. Very, very chill. I know you guys went out.
Right. We did a full tour. So
It was a weird one for us.
yeah. So we started at our friend Melissa's birthday. Then we went to another birthday.
Oh, were all of these like house parties?
Yes. Right. Because they were pre-games.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the second one?
We went to
Right.
like one of the apartment buildings in Philly, and then after that, it was my brother's girlfriend Taylor's birthday, so we went to my brother's house.
And then we went to a bar. I'm not even going to say the bar because it's not even worth mentioning.
do.
What's it even called? Lucy's?
The Lucy.
Where we went.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up!
No, like
Backstory, Casey and I went to this bar, Lucy's, on Wednesday for like their opening event. We had a great time. We ate all the food. But when Lindsay told me that she went out there, I was like, oh, what are the vibes? Because a new bar in Philly, like the vibes the first weekend I feel like are very different than what they will be in the future. But like it can draw any type of crowd.
It can. I think it was to the younger crowd. They may have got the invite to this.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it reminded me of the bar Drinkers in Philly.
Yeah.
The
Right.
same setup, all
And
that.
it's super close to Drinkers.
Oh, that makes sense
Yeah.
then. It just felt very young.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. The DJ,
I just like
there were so many calls.
Bailey and I were really looking forward to going out with each other because Taylor said that we were going to go to the Dolphin and it was an early 2000s hip hop night. So I was
always
like,
wanted to go
yes.
there.
It sounded so fun. We were like having a good time at my brother's. He like made us cocktails. We were like eating down on a whole thing of nachos he pulled out of the oven for us. Like Bailey and I were ready to go. Our friend Tara was with us as well. We were ready to go. And when we were told we were going to Lucy's. I keep thinking it's that elephant down the shore, that other bar, Lucy. Is that a bar?
I don't know what you're talking
You know that elephant? Never mind. But
Like the big elephant?
in like Ventnor, it's like an elephant.
I don't go there.
I don't go there either. You know what?
Wrong crowd.
But when everybody was like, "Oh, we're going to Lucy's," we were like, I looked at Bailey. I'm like, "Do you even want to go to this?" She's like, she was like, "We don't got anything else to do." I said, "Bet." When you walk in, the vibes are very, and only some of you will know what I'm talking about, but Porta brick wall. In a
I
bad
literally
way.
told Brandon that. I was like, it reminds me of Porta.
Wait,
or brick wall.
put a pin in that as well. But continue.
In a bad way, though. And you know how I feel about Porta and brick wall. I thought it was one of the best combinations since peanut butter banana. Like it was great, but it got overcrowded and overstimulating at some points. And if you couldn't get into Porta, you could go through brick wall. It was too much. And when you walked into Lucy's, it was very like there was a bottom level and a top, and it lacked diversity. The music was, somebody needs to call DJ Smooth
Hot ass.
because it was terrible.
Horrendous. So we haven't done this in a while, but like a weekend regret. This is my one regret. So speaking of Porta brick wall, for the listeners and viewers, whatever, it was connected bar. So you can connect them through the bathroom, I believe. If you go to the bathroom, get to another bar. So this is the same thing as the Lucy, and I don't know what other bars attached to it, but I was going to the bathroom. And here's the regret. I'm about to throw up. I see this kid that I hooked up with, but I knew
it was him.
I see the back of his head, and I start screaming his name. Brandon! I was like, Brandon! Screaming, trying to get his attention. He sees me. I was like, oh, hey, Billy, what's going on? I'm like, I knew that back of the head. I'm like, I could tell that back of the head from anything. And I was like, why did I say that? He has a full girlfriend now. I wasn't even trying to be creepy. I was like, I know the back of your head. For what reason? I'm like shaking. Ugh,
I will be honest, the second you said that, I was like, damn, she recognized him from the back of his head.
I did, though.
I kind of think I could do the same, but...
I was like, my heart, on Sunday, I was like, why? But it was a fun, but anyways, he was at another bar. Like, I was like, oh, you're not at the same bar I'm at? And he was like, it's kind of weird vibes in here. He said that his side was kind of like a lower bar stool.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what
We
bar
got
would that be?
separated
I don't know.
at that point because I was talking to like a 40-year-old in the bathroom about her 10-year-old when we separated.
Wait,
so
we
I don't
probably
know
went
where
to
you
separate
went.
bathrooms because I was in like a singular
You
bathroom.
went to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have some work to do, some investigating.
Yeah, that
Something's
place I did not, when we walked in, I did not expect it to be like a bar that we would ever go
A
to
weekend
again.
scene,
Yeah. I feel like there's like certain streets in Philly that are like college, and then like 2 streets up is like where people our age go out. Like I feel like that side, I don't know, like drinkers, like it's just kind of younger, like Wicked Wolf. I know Wicked Wolf is like right next to where we go out, but those spots feel younger.
At least Wicked Wolf has a theme. It's cohesive.
Yeah.
That place was the theme
what
is you
is
go in and you drink. It's big.
okay.
It's decent music. It's just a young crowd.
Yeah.
I like Wicked Wolf. If
I
I
think-
was
that
wasn't-
several years younger.
I just felt old on Saturday. I was looking around, I'm like, damn, I'm 35.
I've just been feeling that way in general. So honestly, if anyone is listening and wants to either DM or if you're commenting on YouTube, please tell us what bars you're enjoying in Philly right now, because I feel like we could use your recommendations too, because we've ran Barstool into the ground and we love vinyl, but we don't want to run vinyl into the ground. So we don't want to go every single weekend. So if you're 25 and over, let us know what your favorite Philly bar is right now, because I think we could use some recs.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, I think it's about like changing up the vibes. Like some nights you need to go to Barstool for like a fun DJ, and then other nights you need to go to another bar for like a little bit more of like a vibey DJ where you have like a smaller crowd, maybe like.
The shitty part about being an adult is that no one wants to have house parties anymore. And I get it, because we all actually now like kind of have nicer houses that we don't just want to get trashed. But oh my God, I would give anything to just go to a house party and not have to worry about going to the bar.
Yeah.
There's so much possibilities, so many opportunities
Let's
at house
have one.
parties. No, I hate hosting them. And that's why everybody hates hosting them. it sucks. You have to clean up. You have to worry about what people are doing in your bathroom. Sometimes you have to worry about what people are doing in your fucking bedroom. And shit gets trashed. But oh my God, they're so fun.
You do just need like one more before you guys move out of
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
because
I
your
love to
parties
host.
there
Once I get my furniture out, by all means, pop off in there. But for right now, we gotta hold off.
That will be like a week. We'll have a week when Brandon gets some of that
week-long
stuff
party?
out. No. That's crazy. But yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, some weird stuff has gone down at your guys' parties.
Weird.
I do want to give a shout out though. On Sunday, I went to Enswell. Guys,
I would like to taste it.
that was some of the best food like I've had in a while. First of all, the restaurant is beautiful. Like you feel like you're in like a very Instagram chic spot. But oh my God, the latte, it was unreal. Like it was truly like one of the best lattes I've ever had, and I'm a latte connoisseur. And then the potatoes, oh my God, the thick ass slab of bacon. Check it out.
It looks scrumptious.
Speaking of lattes, I went to Middle Child and they have a new like frozen. Have you guys ever been to Elixir and getting the strawberry oat milk latte from there? Which is like one of my favorite lattes in
I
Philly.
didn't get it, yeah.
They have it as like a frozen chocolate covered strawberry situation. It was fantastic. Like literally, I wish I got like free.
Well, I will be going now.
Yeah, it was delicious.
That sounds really good.
Crazy. You guys got delicious coffees. I saw your story of the coffee and I was deathly hungover on Sunday, like level 10. Like I like
Really?
Yeah, I woke up and I had to like lay on the couch for another like 3 hours. Like I didn't wake up till like 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's not you.
No, it was like I was like, oh my God. Like I woke up dark. And I had to order pho and I was like, ooh, Brandon's iced coffee looks good. So I got Dunkin' delivered. That was the first time I see influencers like order like coffee all the time, like Starbucks. I'm like, girl, like be for real. But in that moment, I had to DoorDash Dunkin'. I had to pay $6 for a damn medium
Did
coffee.
you do 2 orders?
Yes, I've never done that before, but like they picked my pho up and then went to Dunkin' and then came right to me.
Oh, it was the same
It was the
guy.
same dasher. So
Wow.
it's really convenient.
That is
Wow.
cool.
Yeah,
Slay.
if you're in that situation.
Anything else from y'all's weekend? Just some reminders. We are hosting our first ever event this Thursday. If you guys got tickets, we cannot wait to meet you. We 100% will do this again in the future. We know that the tickets sold out really fast, but we are learning, we are growing. We're going to see what goes well with this event and what we can improve on in the future to make sure we can get more people together and just continue to do this. So excited for Thursday night, guys. We
so
need a
excited.
TB later in the group chat about what we're wearing.
Yeah.
'cause-
I went shopping there this weekend. I did buy a jacket that I want to wear.
That looks so hard.
slay.
Yeah,
I
it was
love
really.
that.
I was like in there for like 30
Send
minutes.
some pics later.
I will.
'cause I would need some reference. What else is going on this weekend? We have the Super Bowl coming up. Casey, who's
Boo.
playing?
Dead ass. I was like, right. I'm like, who is playing
I
in
know
this
who's
thing?
playing.
Yeah, but we really don't care that the Eagles aren't in it. But the Chiefs boo and the Niners double boo. I literally hate both teams. Like as you guys know, and for the listeners, I really actually enjoy football. I like watch every game. Before I used to only like Eagles football. Now I watch like all football. Sundays I spend watching every game. And I could not give a single fuck about Sunday. Like I almost only want to watch for Usher's halftime show and then turn it off. Like
That's how I feel. I have a vivid memory of my father pulling my car over on the way to Penn State when that song Caught Up by Usher came on the shuffle. He literally pulled the car over. He got out of the car on the highway and proceeded to scream, yeah, and dance to it.
I get
so
it.
my family loves Usher and I'm the biggest one in it. So that's my Super Bowl.
Did I ever talk about seeing Usher at the Jingle Ball?
No, you didn't.
I don't think on the pod.
But let's
Okay,
give
so-
the listeners a preview of what's going to
So
happen.
I love Usher as so much. I literally grew up listening to him, and I saw that he was coming to Philly for Jingle Ball, which is like, I guess they go to major cities and get a bunch of artists, and they all play like their top 6 best songs or something like that. And usually like radio stations do it. So Q102 was hosting it here. I got to go, and I was so excited for Usher. I was actually really sick that day and forced myself to go purely for him. And he was so unbelievably terrible. It actually like has affected the trajectory of the rest of my life. Like he was so bad. He played all of his music acoustic, which like that is not Usher's vibe. Usher is like R&B and vibey, and it was all acoustic. And before every song, he had like 3 minutes of him building the beat. So he would like make the beat on his little keyboard. He'd like make the bass and then loop it. And then he made the guitar and then looped it. And then he had like a weird choir in the back and like they would sing. So every song was like a 3-minute lead up. And then he would acoustically sing 2 lines and then he was done. It was so bad. So he has so much to make up for the Super Bowl. Like, it will change whether or not I listen to Usher again.
Watch the halftime show. Just be him. Just be him on a stage with the guitar. Nothing else.
He builds the beats. Literally has one little beat kit, and that's it.
He probably saw Doja Cat do it that one time for Tia Tamara and was like, let me do this for all 10 songs I got on Jingle Ball.
Like, I need production, I need dancing, I need backup dancers, I need an outfit change. Like, I need the Usher that I
want to see like that pop bounce. You know,
His vocals are so exquisite. Like, his tiny desk, like, I run that up. They're so exquisite. He has no excuse. His dancing, like, he really is that bull. Like, I'll be very disappointed if we get Jingle Ball 2.0.
Let It Burn come on.
I think he'll crush it.
Yeah. Do you guys, when you were younger, would you like do anything for the Super Bowl and watch the performances? Like, I vividly remember the Madonna, or no, who was it? Janet Jackson with the nipple. I vividly remember watching that as a kid.
I just remember like sneaking in and like watching, like I just want to see the girls like perform or whatever. Then I walk back out.
I did not grow up in a sports family. I've got
Rihanna last year did change my life.
Yeah, she
was
did great.
So good last year.
Oh, I was gonna say, where did we watch it? We were together.
Yeah. Who's gonna win, Case?
Honestly, they're both like.
I have no idea.
Really don't know.
That's a good
They
question.
truly are like the two best teams in the NFL. They like both.
Who's on
Like,
who's like a big one on the 49ers?
Okay, so I'll give you, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are the Chiefs. And then the Niners is Christian McCaffrey, who dates Olivia Culpo.
Okay.
And if you remember, do you remember
know
Alex
her.
Earl when she first started dating NFL man? They had Sophia Culpo was like Braxton's ex-girlfriend,
Right.
and they had all this drama. Her older sister Olivia dates Christian McCaffrey. He's like one of the best players in the NFL. He's like the best fantasy player. And then their quarterback is Brock Purdy, who looks like a 12-year-old boy.
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Damn, you really hate them.
No, I literally hate both teams. Like, I would rather do anything else than watch them.
Are you gonna watch?
I don't know. I feel like because I have a boyfriend, like, I'm going to be forced to because he's going to want to watch it. But I plan on, like, being on TikTok the whole time, honestly.
Excellent.
And seeing if Taylor Swift makes it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm very curious if she
I
can
think
fly
she's
from
got
Japan.
to, right?
I heard there was a conflict.
She has a show in Japan.
Yeah. So
But like
it's
the Japan's legislation or whatever, like posted on their Instagram, were like, if Taylor leaves at this exact moment, she'll make it to Vegas. Like, it was honestly kind of iconic.
Wait, that is really
is it in
funny.
Vegas or LA?
The Super Bowl is in Vegas, right?
Oh, who told me LA? What would Usher bring out if he were to bring someone out?
I was thinking maybe, like, Justin Bieber.
That could
Oh,
be
yeah.
iconic.
True.
And Mr. Bieber's been smiling a lot lately.
He's been
That
doing
You guys
good.
see his
Good.
NHL, like,
Yes! Oh! No, like,
I've been stuck on Justin Bieber
he's
TikTok.
running it up.
he looked so good. His voice was impeccable. He was just, oh my God.
Even his news interview, I was like, yes, Justin.
Yeah. Michael Bublé down too.
Now, hold on. I did not see that.
I saw that one, and that's what's making me concerned. 'Cause
Wait,
I
it was
didn't
his
see the
press
Justin
interview?
Bieber
What
one.
side of TikTok
Oh,
are
wait,
y'all
when he
on?
did the mushrooms?
Yeah.
I thought he looked good.
No, he looked good. I'm like, but I'm so
Wait,
Justin
you know
Bublé.
who's low-key really hot too? The lead singer of Imagine Dragons. I keep seeing videos of him performing shirtless like everywhere.
he performs
and
like-
I was just like, oh. And I like, no shade to Imagine Dragons. I hate their music. I don't think that they're untalented at all. I think he has a great voice, and I think the songs are catchy. But like, they get on my nerves. Like thunder, feel it. I'm just like, turn it off. But he's a very handsome man.
Oh, I would love to see it. I didn't realize they sang that song. I know what you're done.
He wears those little Lulu shorts.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, I will say my favorite thing about the Super Bowl is the food. I love a good buffalo chicken dip, nachos, wings. When BuzzFeed comes around and says, oh, pick what type of Super Bowl food you are to find out where you're going to get married at, that's me.
What?
But, all right. But my biggest thing is, now is not the time to play around with recipes. And now is not the time to be healthy for Super Bowl Sunday. If you bring cottage cheese mixed with some hot sauce and say it's buffalo chicken dip, no, keep it home. If you're bringing buffalo cauliflower wings, keep it at home. Stick to the traditions.
Those are kind of good. But I feel you.
Yes, I know. But if you have like dietary restrictions, that's fine. But guys, do not do that. Keep the cottage cheese, the high protein, and the low carb stuff out of this.
I agree. It's a day to absolutely eat like shit and just wear it proudly.
I feel like, Bailey, you have to tell the listeners the year that we got to, that you made. So one year Bailey made this buffalo chicken dip and it was so good. And I was like, Bailey, where did you learn how to make this.
Right.
And she had the most absurd story.
Was it? Yeah. So it was Mummers. I remember this whole day too. It was Super Bowl Sunday. It was Mummers, and we're at the bar, and this woman gives me a coaster with buffalo chicken dip recipe on the back. I think she wrote it down for me.
What?
It was Mummers, like what, 3 years
Yeah,
ago,
a while
4 years
ago.
ago. I can't remember. It was so long ago, and I kept it for like until from, I guess, New Year's Eve until February for this specific buffalo chicken recipe on a coaster. Me
Like
and
a
Kate-
random ass lady just wrote this buffalo chicken recipe and gave it to Bailey. And Bailey was like, I have to make it.
Oh wait, no. I think she had it at the bar, and I was eating it, and I said, "Oh, how'd you make this?" And she gave me the recipe. I mean, that makes sense now.
It was crazy. And it was honestly a fantastic buffalo
Yeah.
chicken dip.
But that's, remember, we went to the store and got it, and then we would go to La Colombe all the time, and we park in this illegal parking lot. And so we went to La Colombe. We got the food, went to La Colombe. We get back in my car's dead on Super Bowl Sunday.
I remember this story.
It was we were having such a good day. We're like, oh my God, I'm gonna make buffalo chicken dip. We got our coffees. Boop, car's dead. Had to call AAA on Super Bowl Sunday. Chicken's melting in the back. It was just
The whole time Bailey was like, I just want to make the chicken dip. She's like, it's all I can think about.
no. We didn't watch any type of show or Super Bowl, I guess.
But yeah, so buffalo chicken dip is a top tier. I totally agree with you that you need to keep it normal for Super Bowl. What else is like a good Super Bowl Sunday? Like, I think anything fried, really.
Yeah,
Potato
anything.
skins, loaded potato skins.
Well, last year we went to RIP Bankroll, and those shrimp. I've been thinking about them since I was eating so many of those. So I would love a nice little shrimp tray with the cocktail sauce in the middle. That's a good party snack for me at any occasion.
No, that was like the best day ever. Well, the worst day because the Eagles lost the Super Bowl. But I used to work at this place called Bankroll. For anyone who in Philly, it was a complete fail and a terrible place. And we did before we opened, we like screened the Super Bowl because we were this giant like sports bar. And so I brought all you guys as my guests, and none of the TVs were working. So it was extremely stressful. The Eagles were in the Super Bowl. I'm the biggest Eagles fan, so I was so stressed. And you guys were so happy because there was just like good food and good drinks. And it made my life so much easier because I was so stressed. I'm like, my friends are going to hate me. Like, I brought them to this place. Nothing's working. And you guys were like, no, Case, go ahead. We're good. We're going to just keep eating.
I will say one thing about Bankroll. I don't know anything about the management. You know all that. Apparently it was crazy. The owner stinks, whatever. Whoever's in that kitchen, I have nothing ill to say about you. You have come through time after time after time. Whoever is making the food, the fresh seafood, the vendors that they were getting it from.
The mushroom flatbread.
The mushroom flatbread.
That was so good.
The carving stations that they had, the oysters, the caviar, the chips, the crab legs. I am going to go home and think about Bankroll because something they did excellently was the food.
I think if you're hosting a Super Bowl party too, or any party in Philly, you need a Philly soft pretzel tray. Like,
Yes.
So true.
with the cheese, the icing, like
You're so
Philly
right.
soft pretzels. Oh, it's such a delicacy. Also tomato pie kind of too, but I feel more passionate about the Philly soft pretzel trays.
If there's
So
a soft
good.
pretzel tray at a party, me and Brandon are at that tray, monitoring it,
No,
guarding
like
it.
there's few things in this world that like it's actually scary that I can inhale like a whole thing. Like if you put an entire Philly soft pretzel tray right here and you were like, eat it or you're gonna die, you guys do not drop a single piece of sweat. Like I've got like if that was my saw trap, like fuck you, Jigsaw, you're going down. Like I will clean that Philly soft pretzel tray. It is delicious.
Fuck you,
I
Jigsaw.
will say for Super Bowl, I feel like you should have a main. Like nothing is more stressful than a bunch of little light bites, like a tomato pie, or honestly, I will consider the soft pretzels as like a full-blown treat. Like even if you get big ignorant pretzels that like aren't the tray, it is still big enough for me to sit and enjoy like a handheld of some kind. Like I need a pizza slice, I need a plate of wings,
Yeah.
I
Chips
need
and dip.
Like little
That'll do.
sliders.
Yeah.
Cheesesteak tray.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it off.
Hell of
would
a
be
good better
too.
be on that table. I'll tell you
The
that.
dip?
Yes.
Damn,
Excellent.
I bet Angelo's workers are working
They probably get
overtime on
killed.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how hard.
Hoagie tray. That's
Wait,
Oh yeah.
I have something dumb to say. It's the Super Bowl this Sunday?
Yeah, babe.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking.
Okay.
Yep.
And no one has talked about it. Like no
what
one
are we
has made
doing?
any
Yeah.
plans. Has
Yeah.
talked.
Oh
'Cause,
wait,
like,
yeah.
Literally, it's the two It's everyone in the whole entire country's least favorite teams in the NFL. Like everyone, besides people who are fans for them, everyone just hates them because they're like the two best teams, and nobody like the Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I just really don't care. I'd rather watch Desperate Housewives.
It's also 8 o'clock on a Sunday, and my bedtime's 9. I can't.
True, but you got to see the commercials. But honestly, at this point, TikTok is just as much live coverage as watching it real time. So you could
Sometimes
watch
their ass anyway.
The
Like it's not
commercials.
like it's 2009 anymore where we'd gather around with our parents. Like
True.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hate the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's chalked for me. But I will be eating, I will be drinking, and I will be listening to Usher. Period.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see Usher.
Yeah. I feel like whenever we're down about something, we're not down about this, but Casey's a little upset about the Super Bowl this year. So let's play a fun Would You Rather.
Please.
All right. Would you rather watch the Super Bowl with your ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend, or physically play in the Super Bowl and not even get paid or any type of airtime, not even recognized?
I have to choose the first. I have to. The idea of being on that field during the Super Bowl, I don't think I would make it to the next day. Like, I think it would be done. I find football to be the most terrifying sport. Like,
it is.
I would, the second someone rams into me, I would be needed. You would see me in a stretcher. I would be in tears. And just to do all that, not get paid. That's crazy. I will sit with my ex and all of their new people gladly. I will never touch foot on that field. Absolutely not. No way in hell.
All right.
I was going to take the easy route and be like, oh, I'll be like the kicker. Because like the kicker you can't tackle them. That's a penalty. But
Can't fuck up.
if you're the kicker, and I'm not going to fucking kick it more than 2 feet. And what if it's a game winning thing and then everyone hates me and then I become like a meme because I just ruined the game? I really don't know what I would pick. They both sound horrific.
See, I was thinking, if you think about that, though, you do become a meme. Your name is out there. And you weren't going to get paid for it, but now you're going to get sponsored deals or whatever from maybe like deodorant companies or
Not
something.
for me. I'm going to get a headline saying local Philly TikToker dies in the Super Bowl. That's all it's going to say for me. Y'all get your memes, but I'm getting a casket out of that. I would not be able to make it.
Would you rather eat a full tray of pretzels or play in the Super Bowl?
Eat a full tray of pretzels. Let's go.
Lindsay, what about you? Are you playing in the Super Bowl?
Honestly,
You have to watch the full Super Bowl. You can't get up and go to the bathroom. All commercials.
it depends what ex it is. Because some of them are so insufferable. I don't know.
Your worst one.
Yeah.
I would play in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
The thought of sitting next to him and someone else who for some bizarre reason finds him appealing, I don't think I could do it. I would rather end up local podcaster dies in Super Bowl. And I would die. There's not a chance in hell that I would make it out even as the kicker. I'd probably die before the game even begun. Like it.
One stretch and it's out.
Yeah, running out onto the field like
Yeah.
Lindsay's dead. It's a lose-lose.
I can't imagine how loud that is.
I guess though. Okay, wait. Maybe if I'm playing though for the Chiefs and like I can just like talk to Travis for a second, like, hey, you got in for Taylor's show this weekend. Maybe that's like kind of worth it. I feel like Travis would like protect me too. I'd be like, hey, Trav, can you like kind of cover me out there? I'm not feeling too good.
Yeah.
That could help. Maybe I'll change my mind.
I'm not feeling too good.
Bailey, I picture you like walking through the locker room, like slapping the
Yeah,
guys'
with the
butts with a
towel.
towel.
I personally would play in the Super Bowl. If I worked at it, if I put my time and effort into it, I'm an athlete. I could easily
I have full confidence that you could take
like
that
four,
kinda
field.
do
4-point stand, some pads on. It's
I
a
can see you
wrap.
yelling at the ref. What the fuck?
You get out there
and do
in the
it.
corner.
I need a cigarette on the side of the field.
God, can I get a Dr. Pep?
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. You have another one?
Yeah, let me think of another one. This one depends. Would you rather be an NFL wife or girlfriend or an NBA? I almost said WNBA. An NBA wife girlfriend.
That's a good question.
Who's like busier?
That's
Basketball.
yeah.
There's more games.
Well, then
are
I'm
there?
choosing NFL.
I would pick NBA. Number one, even though you're in a box for all the games, you can sit inside and you can sit courtside. So you can see your man play, but but you can also be indoors. I also love basketball, so you could literally be in the game.
Yeah.
It also is entertaining. They have great food. I don't have to really walk that much.
Think about the courtside fits.
No, like
Kendall
me
Jenner
down.
set the standard for like, I mean, maybe not her. I feel like a lot of people wear
Rihanna?
really cute. Yeah. You could wear the
Like-
cutest outfits.
And they always show you on the screen. They're like, Lindsay's here. It's
I always
like,
think
yeah,
about what I
am.
would do. If the screen ever came, I'd be like,
Hey, how y'all doing?
so embarrassing.
What would you want to do?
Neither, because they both cheat.
It's an excellent
Okay.
story.
Ate that up.
I'd probably be NBA just because I mean, NFL players are doing it too, but I love their like tunnel fits. And I feel like NBA players have a little bit more swagger. And I also play basketball, so I feel like that's very good bonding for us and my new man.
Let's manifest it.
Yeah, they're on the road just so much more with basketball because there's just so many more games. I feel like I would have to do football, but like if they played for a team I didn't like, I don't know what I would do. Like my dad would not allow me to date someone who played for the Cowboys. Even if they were like a bajillionaire, my dad would just be like, okay, don't ever come home again. So
That
Out of
also
this family.
It scares me too because the job isn't as certain. I mean, the contracts are there, but if you're a free agent and like you have to move a lot of places, like a lot of these Eagles, like wives, like coaches, all of that, like they kind of have to go through this now. We're like, okay, like what if my husband has to go to a different city or like I have my kids in school? Like there's just so much with that.
Both are commitments.
Yeah.
But I will say about football, a lot of the injuries in football are like mentally debilitating. Is that a word? Are like really bad. And I can't imagine having like,
That CTE.
yeah, that's just so scary.
yeah.
I feel like that doesn't happen with basketball. You like sprain your leg.
That's what I chose. So
Football.
Tell us more.
I just, if the NBA players, I need attention. I know how I am. If they're playing all the time, I'm gonna be the one who's gonna cheat. Like I won't. I need attention. What do you mean you've got a game this week? I have something to do too, sir.
Yeah. No, they're on the road like 7 days in a row. So
Also, Taylor Swift. I'm going to meet her probably. She's going to play my man's team eventually. We're gonna be in that box together. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm picking football.
No, those are very valid points. I feel like I'd pick football too.
All right, guys. What is on everyone's TikTok FYP this week?
I know the number one thing on mine, but I have to say it's not on TikTok. It's on Snapchat, and it's Austin McBroom.
Oh my God.
And it's all I care about.
Okay, can you tell me who Austin McBroom is?
Yeah, I don't
know Okay, so
because
he-
I keep hearing his name, and I know that's really bad for me not
Kind
to know
of
who
a
that
gag.
is, but
I'm about to Google it.
This is going to be like a outsiders as much as I know because I've been a YouTube stan forever. I've been watching YouTube for a lot of years. So he was like back when like Instagram was really popping, like right after Vine, when all the people who were famous from Vine like moved over to Instagram and they would make like, there was like Instagram families and Instagram baddies, like
right.
Catherine McBroom and Austin McBroom were like an Instagram couple. And then they started a family called the Ace family where they had like, I think now they have like 3 kids, but their first daughter was like just content gold. She was like cute and funny and she did really good on camera. So they kind of blew up as like a family channel, but they have so many scandals following them, like hundreds. They would do these like charity basketball games with like Chris Brown and Justin Bieber and like real celebrities would play in these games. And then like none of the money would go to charity or like none of the money was real. And they would host like meet and greets and get these people to pay like $1,000 to meet them and they just wouldn't show up. What? Like I've watched like deep dives into their scandals. So they're just like a weird YouTube family, I guess, that have always had kind of drama following them. But Catherine and Austin got divorced. And everyone is so happy for her because he's like a joke. And everyone's like, oh, she's finally free. Yeah. And he is so fucking crazy on Snapchat. It is like not even real. He snaps every single millisecond of his day. From the minute that man wakes up till the second he goes to sleep. He is recording on Snapchat. And crying. And like, it's crazy.
He's
doing
on a tour
this
bus now?
Yeah, so he moved out of the house with them and then he got an RV and parked it like down the street from Catherine's house.
What?
And then like, yeah, and it's like, because he wants to be like next to his kids. And then he released, who's do you guys know who DDG is? Or
Yes.
Okay, he's like a rapper.
Yeah, it's either Hallie or Chloe's baby daddy.
Hallie.
Yes. So him and Austin McBroom are friends.
That's terrifying.
And they released a song where Austin McBroom's like, I gotta sing my feelings, but I can't do it. So DDG or whatever his name is, like, take it away. And then DDG, like a real performer, sings a song about like wanting Catherine back.
No.
It is crazy. And I've gone to the point, at first I thought Austin was actually spiraling, but now I think maybe some of it's he gets the joke, because he has this weird thing now where he like is applying to work at CVS.
I saw that.
Yeah, so weird. But
This is really taking me for
if you guys just like need something to watch that's so mindless, just go on Snapchat and watch his stories. Actually, all of you do it tonight, and then just text me your thoughts.
He's definitely making bank off those
Oh,
stories.
yeah, he's making
Snapchat
a
pays
lot.
so well, and that's probably honestly why he's posting so many, because
Yeah.
maybe he's like scared for like his future income.
And like a lot of people are clicking them. I saw a TikTok and was like, you guys understand that he's making like 200,000 off
Yeah,
these Snapchats. Like,
it's insane how much people make on Snapchat.
yeah.
Now that I think about it, I feel like I heard that song. I just didn't know who the bull was.
I'm seeing all the memes about it. It's like him on the back of a motorcycle. It's like me when I'm trying to be with like my guy's friends or something like that. I'm like, what is he doing? Like these side quests?
He has just become like the biggest like meme joke right now, and it's like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up.
Like, is he aware of it? Is my thing.
Yeah.
Because like,
Also, question: if you guys were making $200,000 off of Snapchat, would you be willing to post from the second you wake up till the second you go to sleep, knowing that everyone is making fun of you for what you're posting?
$200,000 a day.
Let's make it 200. No, that's like too crazy for a day.
a week.
Sure. Let's make it for
Hell
a month.
yeah.
In a month. I feel like we need to lower it a little. That's still okay. $50,000 for a month, but every day you have to record from the second you wake up to the
No.
second you go to
No.
sleep.
No.
No.
Too much
I'll
commitment.
forget to post.
That's why I don't do Snapchat, because every time I'm in a meeting with someone, they're like, Brian, you need to get on Snapchat. Like, you're missing like a key part. And I'm like, I can't keep doing this. It's already so stressful enough trying to post on TikTok and Instagram every day. Every second of my life on Snapchat, I'm also boring. I don't do anything.
I like hate sponsored Snapchats. Like when it'll be like a random celebrity, like one of the like hype house people. It'll
Yeah.
be like, come for. I'm sorry, Bales. I know you love them.
I love them.
But I'm like, I don't care. I don't. Why am I looking at this?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I like feel like I'm a millennial. Like, I feel like that's like very Gen Z coded, and I'm just like, I'd rather watch
They do
TV.
clickbaits. Do they get you on there? Because it'll be like a TikTok or whatever. Be like, oh, I did this. I'm like, well, now I gotta look. You have to like scroll to the very, very end. They just get
Well,
you
the
that
guys
way.
are really smart. They always end on like a really like scanty picture of them, like a
Yeah.
shirtless or like one in the mirror, so that people click on it and like think it's like a full blown nude. It's nuts.
Yeah, I get caught.
What's on everyone else's?
Yeah.
Lindsay, you have a crazy one.
Ooh.
I've been obsessed. Like this has been bringing me like extensive amounts of joy. There's this girl on TikTok. Her is like Nai, N-A-I. I don't remember her first name, but she was like just vlogging. She had 73,000 followers on TikTok. Great. She started vlogging one day and passed like a CVS or like a grocery store or something, and there was this homeless man, and he's like, excuse me, and you can see her vlog, and she's like, yeah, and he's like, can you get me some tea? And she's like, what you mean? He's like, can you get me some tea? So she's like, well, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's right now. If you wanna walk with me, you can come to Starbucks with me. I'll get you a green tea. So the two of them start walking, and they start talking. And she's like, what else do you need? Like, what else can I get for you? Because they like just really hit it off. He seemed to be like a really kind person. He apparently has prostate cancer, and he has applied for insurance, but it doesn't kick in for like 45 days when she made the video. So she's like, I'm gonna go to CVS, I'm gonna pick up your medication, I'm gonna pay for it for you, and I'm just gonna bring it back to you. So he's like, perfect. So they go to CVS, he gets one of his medications, and then the other one, they're out of it at CVS, like they don't have it. So she's like, I'm gonna go across town to the other CVS, get you this medication, and bring it back to you. He couldn't walk to the other CVS because he was in so much pain. She comes back, she's like, I got it, like secured the bag. The pharmacist gave her a discount. Like it was just like acts of kindness upon acts of kindness. She says to him, she's like, where are you gonna sleep tonight? He's like, I'm gonna sleep outside of a church. She said, no, you're not. I'm putting you in a hotel. So she puts this man in a hotel. He like is having bathroom issues because like he has cancer. So like he has to wear diapers. Like he really needs help and support. So she posts this GoFundMe. She's like, if you want to, she calls him Unc. Like it was a full like fun, like he calls her niece. Like it was a full bonding video. Long story short, that was a long story, but she ends up setting up a GoFundMe for him. Within 24 hours, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. Her entire TikTok. The next day, I texted Brandon. I was like, "This girl had 73,000 followers, and now she has 200,000, 300,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800,000. Last time I checked,
Oh my
has
God.
completely changed somebody's life. Like, is completely helping this man get himself together. Like, God really takes his time on some people, and like." He said, I'm going to make an example out of this girl, and just like blessed her. And now she has like a GoFundMe for her college. And like, it's been a pleasure to like see her like go through life with this guy.
Wow.
really
It's so
nice.
special.
Wow.
That's so
Yeah.
cool you got to watch it in real time.
I know. Like, it was crazy. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this girl's so sweet. And then it became like, oh, like, okay, sis. And every day they do something different together. She's like, Uncle, I got you toothpaste. Or like, we're going to go look for a hotel for you to stay in. Or like, let's go out to eat. And like, let's bring a friend with us. And like, so sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just really
Beautiful,
sweet.
compassion, just selfless.
Like, people are good.
Yeah. Especially when you see all the like you think they might be fake acts of kindness. It's like really refreshing to see like a genuine act of kindness.
Yeah.
And I love that she's taking us with her, because it's like she's showing us like what our money's being spent on, and like she's showing us like progression. Like, even seeing him with like a haircut in like clothes, like I was like, yes, Unc, I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The only thing that's on mine right now is I am obsessed with the TV show The Traitors, and I need you guys to
Yeah.
watch it.
so good.
And that is just, I'm like now on Traitors FYP because it's like doing numbers. It's like the most like streamed show right now, and I feel like
Really?
everyone,
Wow.
it's like, I don't know if it's the most streamed reality show right now, and everyone's just obsessed with it. It's just such good reality TV. Like, it's embracing like early 2000s. Like, the drama is just so funny, and like I got Lindsay hooked.
It's so good.
So that's been all of my FYP.
What's that on Peacock?
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Let me re-download it.
You've never missed with a reality TV
You'll
show.
like it. You'll really, really like it. If you ever played Mafia growing up as a kid, it's just like that. But on TV with Bravo people, reality TV icons from Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge. Like, the cast is like any reality TV person's like fantasy. Like, it's crazy.
I want to watch it now.
You would
Me
love
too.
it.
You would
Like,
really like it.
It's
I
all
think
your
both of you
favorite
would.
Big Brother people. Like, yeah, you would love
Wait,
it.
is Phaedra Parks on there?
Yes, and
That's wild.
Phaedra is, without spoiling it, Phaedra is like the main character.
No,
yeah,
she-
like
show.
she might be
she's-
one of my favorite housewives at
she's-
this point.
Wow, she's
She's
a great
insane.
housewife. Have you?
Yeah.
You guys have to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta after this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, damn.
Do you have anything on your FYP, Biel?
It's a little wonky, but the one thing I was big was the Universal UMG music thing.
Music thing.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
So I forgot when that happened, like last week or a few days ago or whatever. Casey probably knows more on this, but they were taking down the Universal Music Group. They just took down all of their music off of TikTok, which includes Taylor Swift, Drake, I believe.
The Weeknd,
Yeah, The
Ariana
Weeknd.
Grande.
So I remember like I went on my profile and it said like sound remove on a few of my videos because I used a Drake song on a few of my videos. I'm like, damn, that sucks. But I don't know what the reason is.
I heard that it was because they could not come to an agreement on like protection for the artists against AI. So like people using Taylor Swift's voice to sing a Weeknd song
right,
or just
right.
think, because then that like opens up the door for her singing an inappropriate song or saying something fucked up. Like, and there was no like protection. And I've heard from multiple different lawsuits that TikTok is very like hands off. Like they're like, oh, we're the app. You guys are the users. You do all the work. So I think UMG pulled it, but I'm really curious to see how it affects the app because like the music is such a huge part, especially Taylor
Right.
Swift. Like her sounds are always trending. Like they're always doing well. Like Drake, his is always a viral thing. So I'm so curious like what that's going to look like for the app.
Yeah.
It's also like so interesting to think about like a Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande are not really going to be affected by this because they're massive artists who, you know, they have their empire built. But I saw a TikTok from Noah Khan where he was talking about a new song that he has coming out and he was like, well, I can't promote it on here anymore. So you guys are going to have to go listen to me on Spotify. And that completely changes music when so many artists these days come from TikTok and they're able to push their song. They're able to make it into a dance trend or like a POV trend. And then everyone hears it and these songs blow up and they can change someone's life. And now, you know, anyone who's under this music label, like, that changes their entire ability to market their song. So it's really interesting to see like how the smaller artists will take to not having that.
Like I will never like when Boy's a Liar for Ice Spice, like that was that had to have changed her life. Like the amount of people who use that song on TikTok, like they used it in the fast pace, the chipmunk voice, like every single thing. Like that is crazy for like new and emerging artists, like the impact it's going to have on them.
And I feel like over the past few years, like since TikTok has boomed, a lot of artists that are already out right now, they started creating songs. Like I feel like Drake does it, if you kind of notice, and like even DaBaby, I feel like he was the biggest one. They start making songs that are a little bit catchy and that can be clipped for like 15 to 30 seconds and that have those good parts, that main part of the song.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what that affects now, but I just feel like that kind of happens with music a lot.
Yeah, that's I was watching Call Her Daddy, and it was the Jack Harlow one because I love Mr. Harlow.
He's cute.
And he was saying how much passion and energy and like how much of himself he put into his last album. And I don't think it was a flop, but it was a rap album. Like he made that for fans of his music. And he was like, it's crazy that First Class, is that the song where it's like, yeah, took off on like TikTok, because he's like, it was just like a funny, like catchy, quick song. And I was like, interesting. So yeah, weird.
Yeah.
All right, guys, wrapping it up. Does anyone have any immunity necklaces this week? It ain't going to be me because I have way too many always.
I have one.
Let's hear it.
I think that, to delicately put this, I think that it's really important to be able to say no and not feel bad about it. So like, if you don't want to do something and you don't necessarily have an excuse, I think it should be okay to say, I don't want to do it. And I think that if you're going to something where you have to tell somebody, I'm not coming to this, they should be respectful. And I'm not saying like me missing your birthday parties. Like, it's like, it's unacceptable. Like, you guys are my best friends. But it's like, if I got invited to a brunch on like a weekend and I was like, I don't want to really go to this. And the person's like, but it's my brunch. It's like, but I don't care. Like, if I don't want to go, I don't have to go. And I should be able to say, hey, I'm actually not available. I'm not going. I find myself sometimes feeling bad and suffering and sucking up having to go to things that I truly do not want to attend. And one of my goals for 2024 is just saying no. I'm not going.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you only get so much time, like, to yourself, like, off of work. Like, it's so frustrating when, like, you have such a packed, like, weekend schedule with stuff that, like, feels like chores.
Yeah,
like,
that's
sometimes.
the thing.
Like, you just want some time for yourself, and I feel like that needs to be a little more normalized. Like, hey, I just, like, need some me time, and this is really the only time I'm going to get it, and I'm really sorry. That should be, like, good enough, honestly, in some scenarios.
Yeah.
Not in everything. Like, I'm not going to say, hey, I need some me time on your wedding day.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
Yeah, setting those boundaries. Like, I know for me, I need Sundays just because I feel like we only get 2 days out of the week to have for yourself and not working. So Sundays, I do it for me. Like, I really don't like to hang out with anyone on Sundays, or like, if to like, let's go grab like food. Like, oh yes, I'm gonna do that. But if it's like, oh, let's brunch, all this, I'm all set.
We also care about you enough to know, as your friends, that you don't want to do that. I'm not going to text you at 8 p.m. on Sunday and go, hey, Bales, do you want to come over and watch a movie?
Right.
That's something I would text Brandon, but not you. Like, know your friends. If it's something that you know your friend isn't going to want to go to, don't guilt them into to forcing them to go to it.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is.
No,
know
you're
your audience.
Amen. Amen. Well, that's it for me.
That's the halftime show, everybody.
Sorry, Usher.
Well, that is episode 13, Taylor Swift's lucky number, of Between Us Girlies.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.